are on section 4.3. I have a few examples that I'd like to do. Let's start with number 4. The story problem goes, the rate of growth of participation ages 7 and older in sports featured in the X Games has slowed in recent years, but still surpasses that of some other older sports such as football. The most popular X Games sport is inline roller skating, followed by skateboarding. In 2005, the total number of participants in both sports is 25.1. If the number of participants in skateboarding is 14.2 million less than twice the number of participants in inline skating, find the number of participants in each sport. Well, the first step, anytime you're going to solve things, is to define the variables. So I'm going to define my variable as S is for skateboarding. And I'm going to define I as my inline skating. So there's my two variables. The sentence, in 2005, the total number of participants in both sports was 25.1 million. So I'm going to take S plus I equals 25.1 million. And the other equation is going to come from the sentence after that. If the number of participants in skateboarding was 14.2 million less than twice the number of participants in inline. So if I take inline skating, multiply them by 2, and then subtract 14.2 million, that's going to give me the number of skateboarders. So there's my two equations. Let's use substitution because this is already solved for S, and I get 2I minus 14.2 plus I equals 25.1. Simplifying 2I and I gives me 3I minus 14.2 equals 25.1. Add 14.2 to both sides, and I get 3I equals 39.3. I must be 13.1 million. Don't forget that that's in million. And if I subtract 25.1 minus the 13.1, I get that the number of skateboarders is 12 million. So this is S. This is I. The next story problem I want to go over with you is question number 13. It says one number is 2 less than a second number. So I'm going to go X is the first number. Remember, we always have to define our variables first. Y is the second number. It says one number is 2 less than the second number. One number is 2 less than the second number. There's one equation. And then twice the first is 4 more than 3 times the second. Well, 3 times the second, 4 more. So there's your two equations, two unknowns. Let's substitute in. 2 times the quantity, y minus 2 equals 3y plus 4. 2y minus 4 equals 3y plus 4. Let's add 4 to both sides. I get 2y equals 3y plus 8 minus the 3y from both sides. Negative y equals 8. If negative y equals 8, then y equals negative 8. And let's plug that back in up here. If y is negative 8, x equals negative 8 minus 2, so x must be negative 10. So negative 10 and negative 8. The next one we're going to do is question 23. Question 23 says the perimeter of a triangle is 93. So let's draw ourselves a triangle. And it says that the perimeter of this thing is 93 centimeters. It says two sides are equally long, so let's call those x. And then the third side is 9 centimeters longer than the others. So if it's 9 centimeters longer, I'm going to say x plus 9. So my equation that I'm going to make from this is x plus x plus x plus 9 equals 93. 3x plus 9 equals 93. 3x equals 84. X must be equal to 28. So if this one's 28, this one's 28, and this one would be 37, and these are all in centimeters. Notice that we didn't get two equations, we just got one equation. The next one we're going to do is question 39. 39 says the perimeter of a quadrilateral is 29 inches. So let's grab ourselves a quadrilateral. Let's see if I can draw one. It doesn't say any particular type of quadrilateral, so we're just going to make it some nondescript one. We know that the perimeter is equal to 29 inches. And the longest side, that would be this one up here, is twice as long as the shortest side. So if this one's the shortest side, the longest one is twice as long. The other two sides are equally long and are 2 inches shorter than the 2 inches longer than the shortest side. So they're the same, so x plus 2, x plus 2. Making my equation, I'm going to have x plus 2 plus x plus 2 plus 2x equals 29. And I get x, 2x gives me 5x plus 4 equals 29, minus the 4, 5x equals 25, x must be 5. So I get my side lengths of 5 inches, 10 inches, 7 inches, and 7 inches. And my last question, number 40, is the measure of the largest angle of a triangle. So we have a triangle. Let's grab a triangle here. That's a nice triangle. The largest angle of the triangle is 90 degrees more than the smallest angle. So if this one up here is the smallest angle, we'll call it x. The smallest angle is x plus 90. And the remaining angle is 30 degrees more than the smallest. 30 degrees more than the smallest would be x plus 30. Writing my equation for that would be x plus 30, x plus 90 equals 180, because all triangles have the interior measure of their angles equal to 180. And simplifying, I get 3x plus 120 equals 180. Subtract the 120, subtract the 120, and I get 3x equals 60. So x has to be 20. So this angle is 20, this one's 50 degrees, and this one would be 110 degrees.